Hello friends, welcome back to another video. This is Gabriel.meneses, your e-commerce coach. I'm super excited to have you here today, and we're talking about what's best for you. You should have a one product store, should you have a general store, or it's best to have a niche store inside one specific industry and then start scaling. Okay, so there is a way for this. There is not a right or wrong way, but today I'm just telling you what I advise. Okay, so if you're a beginner, you can actually follow this blueprint and actually get the best out of your budget, the ad spend that you have available. So make sure to stick around to learn everything that you need to know to actually pick the right products, etc. Okay, so I'm dividing this specific live in three parts, and the first one is actually the pros and the cons of actually running a niche store. So what is a niche store? It's a specific store that's selling, like let's say you're in the hiking niche. Okay, so you sell coolers, you sell water bottles, you sell camping gear, etc. Okay, so a specific niche, and you're sure that the traffic that you're sending inside this store is actually targeted traffic inside this specific industry. Okay, and this is the normal thing. So you see many brands that are not only doing dropshipping, but they're actually doing white labeling or sourcing from China, or they're even creating their own products inside of their country, etc., and they have control of the supply chain. This is the normal thing to do. Okay, so you go inside let's say the GoPro store, and you will see a ton of camera equipment. Okay, you won't see a hiking equipment, you only see cameras, attachments, you see batteries, cables, etc., that are related to the main product. Okay, so this is a specific niche. So if they have an influencer, they have someone doing advertisement for them, the traffic that gets inside the website is super targeted, and it's people that are actually looking for camera equipment. Okay, so this is the main thing. Okay, this is a niche store. This is what is called a niche store. However, as you know, this is not the only way to do business. There are many ways that you can actually introduce products inside your Shopify store, inside your e-commerce store. Okay, so the other way is to actually have a general store. So what's an example of a general store? If you go to Amazon, you go to Walmart, Target, any of these websites, you will see a ton of products. Okay, it's basically a place that you can find anything that you need regarding whatever you're trying to find. Okay, sometimes they get super specific, sometimes they are super, let's say, targeted within a niche. So let's say that you go to Whole Foods, a supermarket, they have many different products, but they're actually offer a specific healthy lifestyle type of products. Okay, but still they have a general store. Okay, and it's not only, you always see it inside supermarkets because it's the normal thing to do. You're expecting to go to one place and actually buy from them, and the same thing when you go online, you can actually go to this go-to place to buy whatever you need. Okay, so this is also good. However, there are pros and cons for each one. They'll go further along during the live. Okay, then finally we have a one product store. Okay, and this is super well known inside the dropshipping community and the e-com community as something that's easier to actually do because you only need to focus on one specific product. Okay, so you can think about it as the famous funnels that are around this theory of only having one specific landing page that offers one specific product. Everything is optimized for this specific item, and then you can go ahead and offer different things later on when you do upsells, downsells, order bumps, etc. But it's basically they go inside this website and actually see this product, and there is nothing else to click. There is only one page presenting this product, one offer, and that is it. Okay, so as you can see, you have three different ways to actually optimize your Shopify store, but the main question, which one is the right way? So just to make it simple for you, if you're just looking the right answer, there is no right way. Okay, and I will show you what I mean. However, there is a way that can actually save you money long term, and if you're a beginner, there is an even easier way that you can actually do it. So make sure to stick around until the end. Okay, so let's go about the pros and the cons of each one. So before I get started, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell to be notified whenever I go live next time. Okay, and if you have any questions, feel free to comment down below because I'm always answering your questions. I'm super happy to connect with you. Okay, so let's go to the pros and cons of each one. Okay, so let's start with the niche type of stores. So what are the pros of these kind of stores? That is basically a targeted traffic. Okay, so that's a pro. Like everything that you send there, you know, are camera lovers. For example, if you're GoPro, okay, let's say that you sell kitchen equipment, you'll know that the people that you send there are people that like cooking and they have a kitchen. Maybe there are, you know, people that like doing baking, etc. Okay, so this is one of the main things. Okay, the traffic is super easy to send, and actually your pixel is not a mess. Okay, what's the Facebook pixel? Is the little code that you put inside your website to be able to track the people that visit your site. Okay, so as Google has their own pixel, Facebook has their own pixel, etc. You need to be able to have an optimized pixel to actually track people and actually do retargeting campaigns, etc. So it's super easy for you to actually close sales. Okay, so let's say that if you have a general store, you have like a ton of people, different demographics, different kind of people just coming along and just visiting your actual store. What's going to happen is it's going to be a little bit difficult for you to actually retarget them through Facebook ads, etc. The same way that, let's say that you're trying to work with an influencer, it will be a little bit difficult to find a general type of influencer. You will need to actually go ahead and run a campaign for a specific product. There is an example for just for you to actually make sense of what I'm saying, is that maybe last week it was Prime Day, you know, the big event that everything goes on sale, etc. And as you know, Amazon, they sell a ton of different products, they have a ton of items, and actually if you can be like 2 visitors of Amazon.com can be completely different people. Okay, so there is an actual YouTuber that always reviews stuff on YouTube, etc. And this person worked with Amazon to be able to have awareness with this Amazon Prime Day event, which is everything is at a discount. Okay, mostly everything that they sell is at a discount. So during these 2 days, they work with this influencer and they send some packages to him. Okay, they send like 10 different items. But as you can see here, all of the items were a little bit different. They were all around the tech industry, like headphones, PCs, mouse, etc. But they were like, okay, we have like 20,000 or whatever items they have available for sale, but there were so many that they couldn't decide on what to send him. So it's a little bit difficult, as you can see, to actually work with influencers when you have a general store. Okay, so you're basically just hoping for the best and sending your top 10 sellers and hoping that the people that's watching this specific video from this influencer are actually relating to your product. Okay, so one of the big things, so you keep in mind about the actual general stores versus the niche store. So that's a pro for them. Okay, the niche store, you can be sure that everything that you send to your influencer, for example, the traffic that you're sending is something that you know it will be super targeted and is talking to the specific target or demographic. Okay, so that's another pro of the actual niche store. Okay, so the con of the actual of running a niche store is not to have the possibility to start scaling, okay, in a way that you want. Let's say that you're a beginner and you are testing 20 different products and you just you found out about a new product. You were scrolling, you're using any of my strategies to actually find winning products, etc. And you found this amazing product, but it doesn't relate at all with your target demographic. So you cannot just go ahead and include this product to your store. So basically it's super difficult to test products in a fast-paced manner. So there are many people that, for example, run 5 different niches. So let's say they have a pet store, they have like a makeup, they have hiking, they have like a surfing store, etc. So you can see different niches, so it's easier for them to start testing. But if you think about someone that's is a beginner, you cannot afford to be able to manage like 2, 3, 4, 5 stores. So it's a little bit more difficult to actually be testing products when they come up. Okay, so but there is an actual solution to this, which is, for example, if you want to save time, you can go ahead and save your Shopify theme as a template. Okay, and you can actually just upload the theme and just modify things around your specific niche that you want to test. Okay, either way, there are many ways that you can just cut corners and make the process easier for you every time you're going to test a product. But still, it's a con, because if you don't have a general store, you won't be able to test as fast as you can. Okay, so just going to the next topic, which is the pros and cons of having an actual general store. Okay, so the pros, as you know now, you can test anytime that you want. So let's say that you're just scrolling and you basically found out about a new product. Go ahead, you just put it, you optimize the product page, and you can start running ads to see if it sells. Okay, however, one of the cons of that is that when people visit your store, they'll be like, wait a minute, so I don't know about this store. You see that maybe you don't have, if you're a beginner, you don't have the money to actually start optimizing each landing page that you are testing. You don't create custom content, etc. So it's a little bit more difficult to gain the trust of your target audience, okay, of your demographic. So let's say that someone that doesn't know your brand, they come into your store and they're like, okay, they're selling like from fishing equipment to speakers, and then they are selling maybe some painting equipment, etc. So as you can see, super broad whatever you're selling. So like, I don't understand exactly what is this store about. So the first thing that they think about is that, okay, maybe they're buying the things, that they're just reselling things from their specific supplier. And obviously, if as soon as they think of that, they think about Amazon, etc. So they rather go to a website that they trust, etc. So that's one of the cons, that it is super difficult to build a brand from a general store type of strategy. Okay, so that's something that you need to think about. Yes, it's easy to test, but it's a little bit more difficult to actually gain the trust and actually start making the sales that you're looking for. Okay, so then let's go to the actual one product store. Okay, so this one, the pros and the cons are super straightforward. The first one, the big pro about this is that it's super fast to do, because you can actually create one landing page, one product page, and then optimize it just to make the sale with this specific product. However, the con of this is that you're putting all of your eggs in one basket, and you're hoping for the best that the traffic that you send to this specific landing page, homepage, is going to convert. Okay, you're going to start making sales with this specific product. Okay, as you know, I always tell you that around from 3 to 5 products, you'll find a winner when you start doing e-com, etc. So make sure that, if you don't get the sales that you want with the first product that you try, go ahead and don't just give up. Start testing on other products, because maybe you'll find a winner at some point or another. Okay, so that's another type of store, and that's a con. Okay, so basically you're putting all of your eggs in one basket. You're hoping for the best that this product will convert. Okay, so let's say they're just like, it's a time constraint. Okay, so let's say that you put the time into it. You took 2-3 days to build this store, do everything that you're trying to do to run this specific brand, and then you start running the ads, and then nothing happens. You're not getting sales, and then you start optimizing, as I always told you, but still you don't get the sales that you want, and then obviously you'll end up closing the store, and then you have to repeat the process once again. Okay, so that's the big con about the one product store. But now you might be asking, okay, Gabriel, but what do you recommend if all of the things have pros and cons? That's right. So my advice is, just go ahead, find your potential product. Okay, first do your research, take the time, and actually find a product that actually speaks to the audience that you're trying to do. Start optimizing your store, etc. Okay, do all the process that we always talk about. Okay, then second, build a strong product page. Okay, go ahead, yes, you will do a single product store, because it will be easier for you to start scaling this. Okay, just because you don't have to be spending a ton of money to send different traffic to different products, different pages, etc. So everything is around one single product, and it will be easier for you and cheaper for you to actually advertise to this specific page. Let's say that you have a watch store, or you have like a clothing line, etc. You have like 300 different items. Okay, so you might be asking yourself, okay, so I'm going to start running ads. To what item should I send the traffic to? It will be a little bit more difficult, because this means that you need to be optimizing at least 20 different items. It will take a ton of time, and also it will be like super crazy, just that hoping for the best that the items that you picked inside the store will be optimized enough to close the sale. Okay, so that's one of the things that I always recommend. Just go ahead, focus on one item, create your landing page, and make sure that you have the custom content that you need to be able to start running your traffic. Okay, so then after you create your product page, everything is ready to go. go ahead and create the custom content and start sending the traffic that you want. So now the good thing about it is that the traffic that you send won't be like a mix of people. You know that these kind of people will be inside a specific niche, and if something happens, you know that you can maybe tweak around and find a similar product inside the niche, and these specific lookalike audiences, these people will be most likely something similar, so you can use that data to retarget and also create lookalike audiences, etc. So that's something that's super cool, because you'll be able to actually save time from that, okay? But you need to keep it inside of the same industry, the same niche, okay? Then as soon as you have a positive ROAS, return on ad spend, start introducing other products. So here's the point when your specific single product store will become a niche store, okay? So this is not something that it will be like just a forever thing, okay? I found a winner, I'm gonna start running things, okay? Because the real deal here is to come and start introducing upsells, downsells, order bumps, etc., okay? For you to be able to do this, you need to introduce products that go well with your main product, okay, with your winner. So think about, for example, GoPro, okay? So GoPro has different accessories, they have different mounts, they have cables, batteries, they have even things for the different merch, etc. So these are upsells, downsells, and order bumps for the main specific product. So you need to find ways to actually sell and complement the product, your main product that you're selling, to be able to increase the average order value, okay? So that's something that you need to keep in mind, that as soon as you start having a positive ROAS, you can go ahead and start introducing more and more products that relate to your industry and to the people that you're selling to, okay? So it's super easy to actually think about the process, just make it as simple as possible, and don't complicate yourself and start just trying to do everything at once, okay? I get so many DMs like, Gabriel, I'm selling this and that, what do you think of my stores? And if you go ahead and rewatch one of my store reviews, etc., you will notice that maybe more than half of the stores that I review, they're all like general stores. They have a ton of products, they have a ton of pictures, they're not even taking the time to create custom content, and they're wondering why they're not getting sales, the traffic is not converting, etc. So that is the reason why, okay? You need to go ahead and focus on one thing and then start building from that, okay? So go ahead, take the time, do your research, and then start building your stores, okay? And that is it for today. Hopefully everything is super clear. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below, and also make sure to subscribe to the channel and also ring the bell to be notified whenever I go live next, so you can ask your questions just live here and we can get to know each other. So it'll be super fun. And also like this video if it helped you. I'm always happy to give you all of the information that you need to get to increase your average order value, to increase everything inside your Shopify store. So super happy to be here to be helping you every single day, okay? So I'll see you next time, and you take care, okay? Have an awesome day. Bye bye now.